Namaste students. In the previous lecture, we studied about the cancer, types of tumor and the types of cancer. Now, in the today's lecture, we will discuss about the causes of the cancer. The agents which are responsible for causing the cancer that are also known as carcinogens. And there are three types of agents are there, or you can say there are three types of carcinogens, the main types of the carcinogens which are responsible for causing the cancer. So what are they? First, that are physical agents, second, chemical agents, and third, biological agents. So physical agents, it includes the rays like X-rays, gamma rays, non-ionizing radiations like UV rays. So when the rays that are responsible for causing the cancer. Second, chemical agents. For example, tobacco, vinyl chloride, caffeine, nicotine, mustard gas. So these are the chemical agents. Means if the chemicals that are responsible for causing the cancer. Next, biological agents means if suppose any cell or any substance that is present in the cell, or you can say any living body, so they are known as the biological agents. So what are the biological agents which are responsible for causing the cancer? These are oncogenic viruses and cellular oncogenes, proto-oncogenes. Okay, cellular oncogenes. What are cellular oncogenes? These genes that are present in our body, and these oncogenes, when they are present in the normal cells, means in the normal condition, when they are not activated, then they perform the function, then their function that will be normal. But if suppose these oncogenes that are present in the normal cells, they will become activated. Okay, means in the inactive condition, they are not able to express themselves, these genes. But during the activation, when they will become activated, and how most of the students, they will ask question that how they will activate it. So because of the carcinogens only. Okay, so when they will become activated, these cells become oncogenic. Okay, now oncogenic means that shows the uncontrolled growth. So these are the three types of the agents which are responsible for causing the cancer. Now next is that how the cancer that can be detected and diagnosed. So first is biopsy. Now what is biopsy? Biopsy, it is a very thin piece of the suspected tissue. Means if suppose any tumor or the mass or the cancerous growth is there in your body, and a small portion of it is taken and then examined under the microscope, that if that tumor that is a cancer or not. Okay, means like अगर कोई भी एक small growth है बॉडी मास का, तो उसका एक स्मॉल पोर्शन लिया जाता है एंड देन उसको एग्जामिन किया जाता है, एंड देन वी विल कम टू नो आफ्टर एग्जामिनेशन दैट दैट पार्ट that is cancerous or is showing the cancerous growth or not. Now next, that are x-rays, CT scan and MRI. These are also the techniques which are responsible for detecting the cancer. Now next, that are use of antibodies against the cancer specific antigens. Okay, now use of antibodies against cancer specific antigens. What do you mean by this? That if suppose any person is having cancer, then his body also contain the antigens, cancer specific antigens in his body. So if suppose we are diagnosing the blood, then by the use of the antibodies, when we will, because we know, हमें पता है कि कौन सी एंटीबॉडीज़ उन एंटीजन्स के साथ बाइंड कर सकती हैं, ठीक है। तो उन एंटीबॉडीज़ का यूज़ किया जाता है ये पता करने के लिए दैट द ब्लड दैट कंटेन द कैंसर स्पेसिफिक एंटीजन्स और नॉट। ओके, इफ सपोज if any person is having cancer, then the antibodies they will bind with the cancer specific antigens in that test. But if suppose the person is not having any antigens, okay, means the person is not positive for cancer, then the antibodies they will not bind with the antigens. Now next is that in case of leukemia it is a condition in which the number of the cells, means the WBC's count, it will increased. Okay, so in this case the blood and the bone marrow tests that are performed, and if suppose the cell count that is increased in number, so it means that leukemia is there. Now next technique is related to the genes, the detection of the genes which are responsible for causing the cancer. So now these days the techniques that are very developed and they are very advanced. So these techniques that are known as the molecular biology, it depends upon the molecular biology. Okay, so by the detection of the genes which are responsible for causing the cancer. Now next, that are the treatment of cancer. First is radiation therapy, second is chemotherapy, third is surgery, and fourth that is immunotherapy. Now what are radiation therapy? Radiation therapy means that when exposure of the X-rays will be there. Okay, means if that portion or the body part which is having the cancer or the tumorous growth, so if suppose that part it is exposed to the X-rays, then it destroy the growing cells, rapidly growing cells. Rapidly growing cells means here that the uncontrolled cell division without harming the surrounding tissue. Second is chemotherapy. Chemotherapy means the use of, by using the certain anti-cancer drugs, but it has some side effects also like hair loss, etc. And next is immunotherapy. In case of immunotherapy, certain substances like the alpha interferon that are given to the patients which activates their immune system.